What's up? Welcome back. Here we are, video 3 of our 3-part video series on ditching that weight gain over this holiday season. And in this video, we're going to focus on supplements to stay slim and stress-free this holiday season. So again, understanding sometimes a little extra support makes a huge difference in the holiday weight gain department. Here are some targeted supplements that I've found that I've worked with hundreds of clients over the years that have helped them manage cravings, control their blood sugar, and keep stress levels in check, which can contribute to a lot of cravings and overeating during this time of year. So let's dive in. And again, as always, consult with your physician if you're deciding to make any supplemental changes to your lifestyle. This is just for educational purposes. But these are just some things that I found that work very powerfully for a lot of our active, very high achieving people within our Live to 7 programming. So the number one, I would say my favorite and the easiest low cost supplement you can be adding into your routine throughout this holiday season and really throughout the year is berberine. And the reason for berberine is for blood sugar stability. This is something that has been used in traditional Chinese medicine and Eastern medicine for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and it really rivals a lot of prescription medications to help with blood sugar. Now again, this is a natural supplement, something you want to consult with your physician about, but again, berberine is a natural supplement that will help manage blood sugar by slowing down the carbohydrate absorption from the meals that we eat. So taking berberine prior to high carb meals, like a holiday meal, like a Thanksgiving or a Christmas, can help reduce blood sugar spikes, like I mentioned in past videos, and prevent those post-meal cravings where we go up with the blood sugar, we crash, and we want sweets, we want candy, we want whatever sweet is around us. So utilizing berberine around 100 milligrams to 200 milligrams about an hour prior to those meals can really help when we're eating some of those meals. So stacking berberine on top of some of the tips and tricks and strategies we've already talked about for this holiday season mini-series is really going to show up extremely powerfully for you. So again, consult with your physician, but also do your own research because berberine is extremely powerful. The next very cheap and cost-effective supplement you can add into your routine is fiber supplements. Now, I'm not talking about Metamucil specifically, but just getting something like an organic psyllium husk powder is very easy, very cheap. It's on Amazon to get it very fast because fiber supplements can help promote fullness, which I think a lot of people know, but they also can help reduce overeating, and that's a huge issue for people this time of year. Obviously, it's going to help with digestion and regularity, which a lot of us could use that extra support, but it's very helpful after holiday meals. Ideally, taking this 30 minutes prior to those meals with a full glass of water to really get optimal appetite control. This is also really nice in the evening meals. Maybe you had your holiday meal earlier in the day, you're coming home, you don't want to really eat a lot of food, or you know you've kind of overindulged, then making yourself maybe a protein smoothie or a protein shake with some protein powder of your choice, maybe some water, maybe a few, some strawberries, blueberries, some frozen berries, and then that psyllium husk supplement. One is going to help curb that sweet tooth and that appetite and those cravings, but also is going to have some added support for the digestion the next day in the season, because digestion is something that if you're going into the holiday season with dysregulated digestion or bloating issues or digestive issues, they're only going to get worse for the most part in this season because of the lower quality foods, the lack of proper sleep, all these things that come with the holiday season. So a fiber supplement is one of the best things. 1 to 2 tablespoons in each serving of that psyllium husk, and I think it's really going to show up powerfully for you. The next is utilizing probiotics. So a spore-based probiotic specifically are going to help with gut health and again with digestion. They can reduce bloating and improve nutrient absorption. That's a really hard thing for a lot of people. Very helpful after indulgent meals like a holiday meal, and also utilizing it during alcohol consumption or alcohol use. So taking it daily is effective for higher dose probiotic to be usually during the holiday season, ideally leading up. So getting a probiotic or a high quality spore-based probiotic leading up or a few weeks prior to the holiday season, onboarding that probiotic slowly so your body's getting used to those new strains of beneficial bacteria, and then utilizing that through that holiday season and into that first part of January, February, so you can kind of recover from that. Because when we go to the holiday season, between the alcohol, the poor quality food, the poor sleep, the travel, our gut health takes a huge hit, and that really does disrupt a lot of people, so looking into that. Number 4, this is kind of always in my back pocket, literally during the holiday season, is utilizing digestive enzymes. So digestive enzymes are going to help break down your food efficiently, especially high fat, high carbohydrate, high protein meals where you can reduce bloating and discomfort. So again, take this before your meals to help with digestion every day. I take it daily. As we age, digestion gets a little bit more challenging if we're eating a higher protein diet, but specifically in these holiday seasons and these holiday meals, I have my digestive enzymes with me in the car or in my pocket, so I can slam those back prior to these larger dosed meals. So my body has a little bit more reinforcements for the protein, for the carbs, and the higher fats that are inevitably going to come in with some of those meals. Number 5 is green tea extract or ECGC extract or a supplement. Green tea extract can help and has thermogenic properties, meaning it can help boost our metabolism. It also has antioxidant effects that can reduce the oxidative stress from overeating, which I mentioned in prior videos, and drinking alcohol. When we overeat or overconsume food, that can cause a lot of oxidative stress to the body, which can increase inflammation systemically and make a lot of things downstream not very fun for the weeks after that. So utilizing green tea or matcha green tea prior to these meals in the mornings and the next days after these meals can really help to support us in this time when oxidative stress and inflammation can run rampant. So again, looking for supplements with standardized amounts of ECGC, the active compound of ECGC in green tea, or just utilizing a high quality matcha or just a regular green tea on the regular basis is going to be something you can easily integrate into your day every day and have a lot of health benefits on top of that. Number 6 is chromium picolinate, right? So this is going to be a supplement that's going to help support regular blood sugar levels, potentially reducing sugar cravings and energy dips that often follow holiday meals. So it's particularly helpful to be taken prior to meals or a high sugar or high carbohydrate meal. So something similar to like a berberine, you can utilize chromium to take prior to, say, it's going to be a dessert or it's going to be that Christmas meal or that holiday meal, just to give your body a little bit more help with supporting that blood sugar so we don't have that big rise and fall or those big drops in blood sugar and we tend to overeat or want more sweets and holiday treats. Number 7 seems kind of basic, but it's just protein powder. I talked about this in prior videos, but utilizing a protein supplement in this time of year is huge. High protein diets can increase satiety, reducing the likelihood of overindulging in general, but also utilizing it is just such a convenient way to keep these small snacks or increase your protein or preload that protein prior to these high calorie, high sugar, high fat holiday meals. So have a protein powder on hand, have a shaker on hand, or make some smoothies and utilize these strategically like I've talked about in past videos before some of these meals, or even in a smoothie like I talked about here with a psyllium husk supplement and some frozen berries after the meals to really avoid going home or having a second or a third helping of cake or eating leftovers that same day and overindulging and overeating. Number 8, L-carnitine. So L-carnitine is an amino acid that is really easy to find, really low cost supplement, but it aids in fat metabolism, energy production. So what it does is it utilizes fatty acids from our diet, the foods that we eat and within our body, and it helps shuttle it into our mitochondria, into our cells to use as energy. L-carnitine is actually going to be amplified if used prior to exercise. So if you're going to be active the first half of the day, or you're going to do a workout or a hike or a run or a weightlifting session prior to that holiday meal, which I highly suggest because that's also going to make your body more equipped to deal with all the calories that are coming in. Utilizing some L-carnitine prior to that training session is not only going to give you more energy, but it's going to help metabolize more fatty acids and then have a better response to that food or those holiday foods that you're going to get later in the day. So again, check that one out. Cheap, easy, one of my favorites. Number 9 is when I talk about on quite a bit of our content, magnesium. And in this sense, magnesium is going to help with relaxation and improve your sleep quality. It's critical during the holiday season. High stress is going to come, traveling, family, friends, kids. Again, stress is part of it, but also when stress increases, our cravings are going to increase. And when stress increases, our sleep is going to take a hit. And when our sleep takes a hit, we're less likely to stay on point with all the things I've talked about in this mini series because you just want to eat because you're tired and all those other low calorie or those high sugar foods feel way better. So understanding that when we have poor sleep, our hunger hormones are going to increase and we're going to feel hungry. So that ghrelin hormone is going to really make us feel more hungry and we're going to want to overeat. So take some sleep support supplements that can combine magnesium or utilizing magnesium itself as a glycinated magnesium prior to bed to really help set you up and support good quality sleep so you can relax and you can enjoy those meals get good quality sleep, and not feel like you're waking up the next day unrested, and then you feel like you're kind of in this negative feedback loop of just having to eat all these sweet treats and you just can't stop yourself. Number 10, we talked about this in a prior video, but utilizing apple cider vinegar, I'm not going to talk much on this, but just having a shot of this prior to these evening meals, or these holiday meals, excuse me, is going to make a huge difference with blood sugar control, and something most people now, it's not a magic pill, it's not a weight loss tool. A lot of people think apple cider vinegar helps people burn fat. It's just something that's going to help stabilize blood sugar, and it's going to help normalize blood sugar when we have access or we expose ourselves to these high quality or these high calorie holiday meals. And then lastly, number 11, we're going to talk about supporting our liver. I talked about in the last video about drinking alcohol and some tips and strategies. We also have some content we'll be releasing about how we can mitigate hangovers and how we can hack our hangovers through our lifestyle and some supplements. But just a few here to share with you is milk thistle, N-acetylcysteine or NAC, and glutathione. These are going to help support your liver, and these herbs and supplements help support the liver's processing alcohol and other toxins that usually come in with alcohol or that we're getting exposed to through these holiday parties or holiday foods. Because again, the holiday season brings a lot of great foods, but it really brings in a lot of processed, poor quality food, toxins, heavy metals, and again, more alcohol. So we want to give ourselves some high quality natural supplementations to support our liver and our natural processes. Utilizing NAC, N-acetylcysteine, is a precursor to glutathione, which is our body's master antioxidant, which really does help support detoxification pathways. Or you can support glutathione itself. A lot of people, it's kind of trendy to do a glutathione IV drip, which is very expensive, but you can also get glutathione liposomal sprays or tablets or dissolvable tabs under your tongue that you can take leading up to these parties, prior to utilizing or prior to consuming alcohol, and prior to going into meals you know you're going to overconsume or have a lot of high fat foods or fried foods that are going to cause more oxidative damage and stress and expose our body and our liver to a lot of things we don't want to expose it to. That usually makes us wake up the next day and feel pretty crummy. So again, I hope some of these some of these supplemental tips is really going to help you navigate the holiday season more soundly through science and some research-backed tools, and understanding that you always want to consult with your physician before you're adding in new supplementation routines, and these are just for educational purposes. But I really want to challenge you through this three-part video series to really jump into all three of these categories, utilize 1, 2, 3, or all of them as you head into this Thanksgiving holiday season, the Christmas holiday season, even the New Year's holiday season, and come out on the other end slim, happy, lean, and ready to take on the year powerfully, different than any other year you've had in the past. So again, I look forward to you checking us out and future content. I hope this three-part series is extremely helpful for you and you found some good tools. And again, from Live the 7, we thank you, and we'll see you in some future content. Take care.